Hi.
I bet you thought you saw The Last of Us for this week.
No, you didn't!
Obviously not. I mean, if you've been watching the channel and all, you would know we'd be back.
For you! And ask questions.
What he said.
We're quizzical.
Last week, we asked you, lovely people out there, what you thought about the modernization of haircuts in comics. Specifically referring to some comic that's way over there, so I'm not going to grab it. Batman, last week's Batman, wherein the Joker revealed that he had a very stylish new do that I think he pulled off very well. So, our opinions on it. I'll go first. I like it. Mr. Hueth.
As you can tell, we've totally thought about this. I think that some of them are really cool right now, but I think it might be... it's going to be a lesser case than back in the 90s when we had the whole extreme movement, where everything was extreme and hardcore, and everyone's dying, But
I had muscles on my muscles, and
yeah.
a hook out of one of my muscles, and I was missing a hand, but there was a hook there too.
I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but one of my favorite Punisher quotes is from Punisher 2099, where they're all like, where do you live? And his response is, on the edge. One of my favorite moments. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
The entire, panel, the entire page is all, the satire of the extreme, nature of it, but it's also way too extreme. But that entire...
I'm sorry.
having to go back to this.
It's lovely.
So, as I was saying, the 90s extreme movement was really big and everyone loved it. But... after we were done with it, it didn't really translate well. We look back at those comics, we're like, wow, we looked at those. But some good things have come out of it, such as Venom. Venom's design, even today, has been very, very heavily influenced by that era, and it works extremely well, in my opinion.
Venom does not have hair.
Storm. Storm used to have a huge just mane of white hair, and now we've gone back to her mohawk, and I love it. Her costume redesign is also awesome. So, like the hair, some of these styles are going to be, they're going to keep persisting, and they're going to feel like they were really, they were good, and they're going to persist for a while until we kind of change it up a little bit. I think Joker's haircut, at least for the next maybe decade, might be... that might be a norm for him until new hair comes out and he gets new hair. But a lot of these hairstyles are just going to be what were we doing back then?
Back to this guy. My thoughts on the matter are, I think you absolutely need to give your characters new insert something here. Haircuts, costumes, That's
it.
Style, musical preferences, it makes sense that not only would a character's tastes change as, the real world develops, as we stop liking mullets and go on to liking beards, as we stop liking muscles on muscles on muscles and we go to liking just muscles.
Just muscles. Maybe muscles that were on the muscles.
Alone.
But not the muscles they were on.
In their own solo title.
Yeah.
Muscles!
Muscles from Marvel.
Issue number 1. But I think otherwise you get characters that look stale. And I don't think there is such a thing as a timeless look. Captain America had basically the same costume forever, and we've only recently changed it. And I don't know if I prefer the costume, or again, we're getting away from haircuts to costumes here. But
it's never just about the hair.
It's never just about hair. Because, again, it would be nice if you could just find a timeless look for a character that every generation is going to love forever and ever and ever. But it's impossible. There's no such thing. Nothing about Logan is timeless.
Yeah, but he always looked the same. Sometimes his hair was longer, sometimes it was shorter. But it was always that, weird...
Dude, there are totally plenty of comics where his hair is just slicked back.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I was wrong.
So, this is bringing up a new topic, somewhat related... iconic, to say iconic hairstyles. Things you just equate with people, like Superman and a little curl.
I never put that on because I always found that it looked stupid.
Right, and that's us. But for most people, they know Superman from the films as having a little curl.
That's how he became Superman. He took his glasses off and curled his hair. They're like, whoa, Clark doesn't curl his hair.
Exactly.
Superman.
This can't be... Clark would never curl his hair. He's not that kind of man.
Clark is not a hair curler.
No.
Sir. He is not.
You don't know Clark if you think he curls his hair. Ever.
He would never do that! Clark, you would never do that, correct? Where's Clark?
I can't find him, but there's Superman.
Alright, so I think this is where we need to call it, because we could go on for, I think, an hour
He's right.
debating hair in comics. Overall, the thing is, yes, modern looks, but it needs to change to be more modern sometimes, and the looks it can be deceiving. And
Be willing to continue to modernize.
yes.
Except that not everything will be timeless. So that's our opinion.
Alright, oh, we do need a new question for this week, and just like the answers to this last question, we have totally thought of a question.
For you.
You have a question. So, for our question today, we have one from behind the camera. Today, we would like to ask you, if you could have a superhero mashup, as in you take hero numero uno, hero numero dos, and you firestorm them, but not really firestorm them.
It can be like the Amalgam series where DC and the other company.
DC and Marvel.
So it can be, yeah, straight mashups, fusing the two together, or it could be one character taking up the mantle of another character for a while, like when Iron Fist takes up the Daredevil mantle for a while. That happens. That's a thing.
I'll believe you. I don't think you're lying to me, and if you are lying to me, I don't think I care.
You probably don't care. But either way, yeah, let us know who you would want to see mashed up, what their powers would be, with circumstances, whatever you feel like elaborating on. Or you can literally just say, Batman, Snake Man. And we'll figure out the rest. So there's your question. Tell us what you think. We want to know.
Remember who you are, what you are.
Cause some trouble. Live a little bit.
Don't do that.
Okay.
No cops. That's the fourth addendum that we never add because it's implied.
Right, so it's don't cause any trouble. But if you cause trouble...
No cops.
Alright, bye. Motorcycles, horses, other people. Person in a flaming helicopter.
If you had to touch one person on the Justice League's butt, who would it be?
Probably Martian Man. I'd be interesting to know what Martian butt is like.